What it feels like to be here with Daniel Cormier?
Man, it's an awesome experience to be here out in, where are we? We're in Thailand. It's my second time being in Thailand this year. I got to spend a month out here in April and now the majority of this month. And it's just been awesome, man. It's just so good for the mental health. I brought my family, I brought my wife out, my kids out, I brought my father out. And it was just great. It was a wonderful opportunity that a lot of my family won't forget.
Yeah, if to speak about the last episode and this one, what's the difference between them?
The last season and this season, I would say the biggest difference is getting to enjoy working with awesome fighters with awesome personalities. Last season I was with Diaz, I was with Masvidal, and I was with Yoel Romero. It was so much fun. It was lighthearted. It was cool. We made good memories. We hung out with each other. This season is against Daniel Cormier. Oh man, what a stuffy, just dickhead Cormier really is. I think if you really get to know Daniel Cormier, he's really not.
Yeah, it was nice.
He's an asshole. He was an asshole. I mean, he didn't really connect with any of the fighters here. He's just an asshole. I tried to make peace with him many times, and he made it very clear that he wants to be enemies for the rest of his life because how lucrative it is. And he's just a, I don't know.
But you guys having fun here?
There was moments where we got to laugh, but for the most part, he's a dickhead. You look at the way that he treats his staff members. He brought like 10 yes men out with him and literally, go get me my water. Where's my this? Why is that this? It was just, he just bosses guys around. And the times we weren't filming, he wasn't very sociable with the people on set. He's just a dickhead. I think people that really work with him knows that.
Jon Jones is speaking, and he doesn't hold back. This time, the target is clear. Daniel Cormier. The rivalry that defined an era. Explode.
Recently you were in Russia, in Chechnya. How was that experience with Khamzat?
Oh my goodness, I had a wonderful time on Chechnya with Khamzat and Dustam and Kadylov. These guys were great hosts. We had a great dinner. We listened to live music. We danced a little bit. We played a little bit. We shot a lot of guns. I got to shoot an RPG and just feel that Chechnyan hospitality, and it was wonderful. I got gifted a beautiful watch, and it just made great memories. I gave Dustam a beautiful diamond necklace. It was just so much fun. It was a beautiful time.
It was your first time when you were so much personal with Khamzat?
Yeah, Khamzat and I have met in passing a few times, but to sit and have a dinner and then to fight a little bit afterwards, it was the most personal we've ever been, and I'm glad that we did it because I got to see a little bit of his heart, and I think he's a good man.
Did you thank him that he said about you that you are the scariest guy in MMA?
No, I never said thank you, but I see that often as a very viral thing that he did, and I'm very honored to have that level of respect from him.
He wants to move up at lightweight. What do you make of his chances?
I think Khamzat Chimaev could win at any weight. I think he's one of the top fighters on the planet right now. I think he's big enough to compete with heavyweights. I think he's still small enough to go down. I think he makes a great welterweight. I'd love to see him at light heavyweight. I think he'd do great against these guys like Pereira and Ankalaev and all these guys.
Again, with words sharper than any strike. Then, Jon opens up about his trip to Chechnya, alongside Khamzat Chimaev. The insights, the respect, the intensity. And when it comes to...
But Pereira wants to fight you.
Pereira wants to fight me, but I don't think Dana White's going to allow that to happen. It'll be interesting to see what Dana wants.
Last time we spoke to you, you mentioned about Islam Makhachev and the GOAT list in terms of GOAT list, After that, he dominantly scored a victory over Jake Della Maddalena. So after that one, where do you put him in the GOAT list?
I think Islam is definitely one of the greatest fighters of all time. He is one of the guys for sure.
Were you surprised that he dominated him?
No, I'm not surprised that he's dominating competition. He's a special athlete. I mean, some guys are just chosen to do great things, and I think he's one of those guys. I'm excited to watch the rest of his career. I think he has a lot of work to do, but he's on the right path, and he's just doing everything right. And Yeah, he's one of the guys in the sports I respect very much.
And the last one, recently Bogdan Gusko revealed a story about you being in Moscow, you know, with Frank Mir.
Oh, yes.
What happened, like?
I'm not really sure who that guy is, but I did hear his storytelling, and I won't call him a liar, but I would say he majorly over-exaggerates.
But this man is a top lightweight.
Is he?
Light heavyweight, yeah.
Nice.
In the UFC.
Nice.
That time he was working as a security.
Yeah, he was working as a security guy. Me and Frank Mir, we've had great times. We used to have the same management team, and we did a lot of traveling together. And yes, we have had fun being out. But I think he made the story a lot bigger than what it really was.
Greatness. Islam Makhachev earns a place in the GOAT conversation. Jon doesn't just talk skill. He talks dominance. Legacy.
Yeah, and the last one. What if you, sir, wrestle against DC in the Alpha LD?
If I wrestled against Daniel Cormier, it'd be really interesting to see what happened. I can't definitively say what would happen in the sport of wrestling, but the one thing I do know is that I made him cry in front of the world. I took him off of the list of being considered one of the greatest fighters of all time. He'll be even lower in the rankings of the greatest heavyweight of all time because my prospect Gable Steveson is going to be 3 times the champion Daniel Cormier ever was. And so he'll just always be in my shadow one way or another.
And respect earned inside the cage. From rivalries to mentorship, from Chechnya to the UFC octagon, Jon Jones drops insights only a true champion can give. And whether you agree or not, everyone listens.